If you're a business owner who is looking out to systemize your business and reduce the owner dependency on your business tasks, then this video is for you. Because in this video, I'll be unraveling the 7 elements of building effective SOPs in your business. Hi, I'm Omkar Tilve, a business systemization expert where I help business owners systemize their business so as to reduce the owner dependency so that they can focus on high priority tasks such as business growth and other life activities which they want to focus on. And at the end of the video, I'll show you the process on how you can keep these SOPs relevant all the time. So even if your employees leave and another employees come, the SOPs will be updated as per the current process that is going on. So stay tuned for that. And now let's unravel the 7 elements of building effective SOPs in your business. So before we begin, I'll tell you what is included in this video. First, we'll discuss the foundation of building effective SOPs. Then I'll show you the 7 elements of building effective SOPs. And also I'll show you how to keep the SOPs relevant all the time. And at the end, I have something amazing for you. So first we'll understand the foundation behind creating effective SOPs in your business. So first of all, SOPs are like computer codes. Like for any application or any computer software, we need to code a program so that it runs and gives us the desired result. Similarly, consider these SOPs as computer codes which helps us to run our businesses very smoothly. And this can only happen if you code the computer codes or write effective SOPs in your business. Now, for any computer code, there are 3 crucial outputs that it should deliver to the user. The first one is it should be easy to understand. Whatever output the code is giving out, it should be easy to understand for the user. Secondly, it should deliver the desired results. And third, the code should be easy to update based on the feedback given by the user. And to make this happen, we won't be creating SOPs on a physical document like the old methods where you need to type in an Excel sheet, give a printout, and put it in a docket or a file, a physical file. But here, to achieve this, we'll be creating these SOPs on a digital platform because this is the best way to go ahead in this technological era. So now let's get into the 7 elements or the 7 sections that you need to create in your SOPs to make it effective. So first one is purpose, where you need to write down or clearly define what or why this task needs to be done. Like why should this be carried out so that the person reading that SOP should understand why he should be doing that. Because this will give him clear directions while executing that SOP. Next, you should clearly mention the roles and responsibility of the person who is carrying out this task. So you should clearly mention who should carry out this task and also mention based on the roles of who the task is going to be carried out and not on the individual person. For example, you have an employee named Pooja and her role is a sales executive. So write and mention sales executive on the SOP and not the individual's name because the individuals may change, but the roles will always remain constant in your business. Next, this is the main part of the SOP wherein you need to write clear and concise step-by-step procedure of the SOP or the task that needs to be executed. Now, there are a few pointers for this, which is you need to write it in very simple words wherein an 8-year-old kid can also understand. Because if something that you write and an 8-year-old kid can understand, then you have nailed it and people will execute your SOPs very effectively. Next, this is a personal touch of mine where I've created a SOP template in Notion where I've also put a segment or a section where I can upload a video of me explaining that SOP to the person who is viewing that, because it's a fact that people learn faster when they learn it visually. Because when you read a SOP on a physical sheet of paper, only your visual senses are active, but when somebody is explaining it to you, your visual and your auditory senses both are acting, and that's why the person grabs the contents very effectively. So the fifth element is you should always mention the related resources and tools that you're used in the SOP. Now, if you're doing content marketing and you're writing an SOP on how the your employees should put out content on Instagram, then if you're using like apps like InShot or any other apps like Caption and all these apps, you need to mention these resources and tools wherein the person who is executing can easily go and access those apps. Next, you should also have a section to explain the terminologies used in the procedure. Because if there is a complex word over there and if an employee reads this, then he will skip that word and he won't understand the procedure because he didn't know the meaning of that word. So any complex words or anything that you feel that the employee won't get it on the first instance, put it in the terminology section so that he can easily access the meanings of these terms. And lastly, this is also my personal favorite, which is to add troubleshooting tips in your SOP. Because when something goes wrong, when a certain task is being executed and something goes wrong, then the employee calls the boss. And if the boss is busy, then that task gets stuck over there only because the employee will say the boss didn't give me guidance on how to move ahead with this. So that's why when something went wrong or goes wrong while you execute a task and you solve that issue, then document that solution in the troubleshooting tips, because next time when that happens, the employee need not call you, but he will go in the troubleshooting tips, view it, and solve it by himself. So these are the seven elements that will make your SOP effective. And just to summarize this, the first one is to have clearly defined purpose on why this task is getting executed. Secondly, it should clearly define the roles and responsibility of the person who is executing it. Next, you should have clear and concise steps of the procedure so that an 8-year-old can understand, because if an 8-year-old can understand, anybody can understand. Next, you have should have an explanatory procedure video, and also you should maintain the resources and tools used in the procedure so that it becomes easy to access to them. Should also mention the terminologies, and also you should keep a document or document your troubleshootings so that it becomes easy to troubleshoot it the next time. And you should always keep updating these troubleshooting tips whenever something goes wrong and you solve it. So now we'll see how you can keep these SOPs relevant all the time. Because when you create SOPs on a physical document, it becomes very tedious to update anything on that, because you'll have to go on the spreadsheet that you have written it, retype it, reprint it, and put it, refile it in the file that you have kept. That's why I always advise to have digital platforms to create SOPs. The secret to keep your SOPs updated and relevant all the time are feedbacks from your employees. Now, the first one is, as this is a digital SOP, you should create a provision for your employees to comment on those SOPs while they are executing it. And also, you should guide your employees to suggest changes and improvements if they find anything that needs to be updated. And also, you as the business owner should be open to suggestions given by your employees. Don't be rigid on the SOP, because the employee who is executing it will have a much better experience in suggesting these changes and improvements. So we have come to the end of the video, and here we have discussed the foundation of creating effective SOPs, the seven elements of creating effective SOPs, and also how to keep these SOPs relevant all the time. Now, for the next steps, I want to tell you the key to freedom in business is to reduce the owner dependency in your business. And this is where the digital SOPs come in handy. So, as I told you in the introduction, that it is my mission to help business owners reduce the owner dependencies so that they can focus on business growth and other life activities. That's why I run a free webinar where I show how you can automate your repetitive tasks so that that helps you to reduce your owner dependency. In this, you will learn how to recognize your recurring tasks and how to create a systemization strategy, and also how to delegate, track, and analyze these repetitive tasks. So if you want to learn how to automate your routine tasks so that you can reduce the owner dependency, then you can register for my free webinar at omkartilve.com/connect. The link I'll also put in the description. And if you're registering, I'll be happy to see you live. So this is the end of the video, and I'll keep coming up with more strategies to optimize your business and to help you reduce the owner dependency of your business. Stay tuned for that. This is Omkar signing off. Bye bye.